Hey there, travel enthusiasts! Ready to explore the wonders of Malaysia? That's great! I'm not sure why you would want to leave your house when everything you need is right here in America. But hey, who am I to judge? Malaysia? It's a magical land with something for everyone. Whether you're a foodie, a history buff, or just a fan of relaxing on beaches that would make a Kardashian jealous. And don't forget your camera. Actually, put that down. No one wants to see your vacation pictures. Just enjoy the moment. We're about to dive into the top 15 best places you absolutely must visit in Malaysia. We'll be your hilarious tour guides because, let's face it, who wants a boring tour guide? That's right, no one, which is why you have me. So buckle up, folks. We're about to embark on a virtual journey that'll make you laugh, cry, and maybe even book a one-way ticket to Malaysia. Just don't tell my travel agent, because I am contractually obligated to tell you to visit insert name of sponsor's travel agency here. Alright, before we get started, let's kick things off with a fun fact about Malaysia that'll make you the life of your next Zoom party. Did you know that Malaysia is home to the world's largest flower? And no, I'm not talking about your Aunt Linda's oversized hat. I'm talking about the Rafflesia arnoldii, a parasitic plant with a bloom that can reach up to 3 feet in diameter. That's bigger than my ego after a successful show. This monstrous flower is known for its pungent aroma, which is often compared to, well, let's just say it's not exactly a Yankee Candle scent. But hey, who needs fresh air when you can experience the unique fragrance of a rotting corpse? Okay, maybe that was a slight exaggeration, but you get the point. Malaysia is full of surprises. First up, we're heading to Kuala Lumpur, the vibrant capital of Malaysia. KL, as the cool kids call it, is a bustling metropolis that seamlessly blends modern skyscrapers with colonial architecture. It's like New York City and London had a love child, but with better weather and less complaining. From world-class shopping to vibrant nightlife, KL has something for everyone. And the best part? You can get around easily using their efficient public transportation system. That's right, you can leave your car at home and avoid the stress of traffic jams. Unless, of course, you enjoy being stuck in traffic while listening to talk radio. Alright folks, buckle up because we're about to take you to dizzying heights. We're talking about the Petronas Twin Towers, the pride of Kuala Lumpur. These bad boys held the title of the tallest buildings in the world from 1998 to 2004. Yeah, they were dethroned, but they're still in the running for the tallest twin towers. Take that, other towers! You can experience breathtaking views of the city from the observation deck on the 86th floor. It's so high up you might even spot Guillermo taking a nap in the clouds. Just kidding, he's terrified of heights. And hey, if you're feeling spendy, grab dinner at the fancy restaurant on the 88th floor. Tell them Jimmy sent you. They'll definitely know who you're talking about. Alright folks, time to get your spelunking gear ready. We're headed to the Batu Caves. And no, they're not named after a certain caped crusader, although that would be pretty cool. We're talking about a massive limestone cave complex that's over 400 million years old. That's older than your Uncle Sal's jokes, and trust me, those are ancient. Now, to reach the caves, you gotta climb 272 steps. Yeah, you heard that right, 272. It's basically a stairmaster to heaven, but hey, at least the view is worth it. And keep an eye out for the monkeys. They're known to be a little mischievous, so hold on to your snacks, folks. They're like the pickpockets of the primate world. Inside the caves, you'll find Hindu shrines and temples, making it a significant religious site for Hindus in Malaysia. It's like a spiritual rave, but instead of glow sticks, they have incense. And don't forget to check out the massive 140-foot-tall golden statue of Lord Murugan at the entrance. It's so big, it makes Shaq look like a garden gnome. Every year, the Batu Caves host the Taipusam Festival, a colorful and vibrant celebration that attracts millions of devotees and tourists. It's like Coachella for the soul, but with less flower crowns and more body piercings. So, whether you're looking for a spiritual experience, a good workout, or just a chance to hang out with some monkeys, The Batu Caves are definitely worth a visit. Alright folks, pack your sweaters and your teacups, because we're headed to the Cameron Highlands. And no, this isn't where William and Kate go on vacation, although it's definitely fit for royalty. We're talking about a cool and misty mountain escape from the Malaysian heat. It's like stepping into a postcard, but instead of cheesy slogans, you get fresh air and stunning views. The Cameron Highlands are famous for their tea plantations, which stretch across the rolling hills like giant green carpets. And trust me, the tea here is so good, it'll make you want to ditch your morning coffee. And if you're a fan of strawberries, you're in for a treat. The Cameron Highlands are known for their juicy, delicious strawberries. They're like the Kardashians of fruit. Everyone's talking about them. But the Cameron Highlands are more than just tea and strawberries. You can explore butterfly gardens, bee farms, and even a lavender farm. It's like a Disney movie, but with less singing animals. And for all you adrenaline junkies out there, the Cameron Highlands offer plenty of opportunities for hiking and jungle trekking. Just watch out for leeches. They're big fans of all-you-can-eat buffets, especially if you're the buffet. And when you're ready to relax, cozy up in one of the charming colonial-era hotels or guest houses. It's the perfect place to unwind with a good book and a cup of tea. Or you can just take a nap, I won't judge. So, whether you're a tea enthusiast, a nature lover, or just looking for a break from the heat, the Cameron Highlands are a must-visit. Just don't blame me if you come back with a newfound obsession for tea and strawberries. Alright folks, buckle up because we're heading to Penang Island, also known as the Pearl of the Orient. And let me tell you, this pearl is serving up some seriously delicious food. We're talking about a fusion of Malay, Chinese, and Indian flavors that'll have your taste buds doing the tango. It's like a street food symphony you can't afford to miss. Seriously, they say New York never sleeps, but I think Penang might give it a run for its money when it comes to 24/7 deliciousness. So, pack your stretchy pants and get ready to eat your way through Penang. Now, when you're not busy stuffing your face in Penang, there's plenty more to see and do. Take a stroll through the streets of Georgetown, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you'll be greeted by some seriously cool street art. It's like an outdoor art gallery, except you don't have to whisper and pretend to understand what's going on. And if you're feeling a little tired from all the walking, hop on a trishaw. These pedal-powered chariots are a fun and unique way to explore the city. Just try not to laugh too hard when you see other tourists trying to squeeze into them. It's like watching a clown car routine, but with more sweating. Trust me, it's a sight to behold. Next up, we're jetting off to Langkawi, also known as the Jewel of Kedah, which basically means it's the Beyonce of islands in the Kedah state. And trust me, this island is all about luxury and relaxation. We're talking pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and enough five-star resorts to make even the Kardashians jealous. So, pack your smallest bikini or your loudest swim trunks, because it's time to soak up some sun. But Langkawi isn't just about lounging around like a lizard on a hot rock. Oh no, this island's got adventure too. From exploring ancient rainforests to soaring through the sky on a cable car, Langkawi's got something for everyone. Just try not to fall out of the cable car, okay? We're not liable for that. Speaking of cable cars, you can't go to Langkawi without taking a ride on the Langkawi cable car. It's like a giant elevator that takes you to the top of a mountain, except with way better views. And once you're up there, get ready to walk on the Langkawi Sky Bridge, a curved pedestrian bridge that hangs 2,300 feet above sea level. I'm not saying it's scary, but you might want to pack an extra pair of underwear, just in case. But seriously, the views from up there are absolutely breathtaking. You can see the entire island, the ocean, and even parts of Thailand on a clear day. Just try not to drop your phone while you're taking a selfie. We all know how much those things cost these days. Alright, all you beach bums and water babies, this one's for you. We're heading to the Perhentian Islands, a group of tiny islands off the coast of Malaysia that are basically what dreams are made of. We're talking white sand beaches, turquoise water so clear you can see your toes even after you've dipped them in, and enough palm trees to make you feel like you're stranded on a deserted island. Don't worry, there's still Wi-Fi. But seriously, the Perhentian Islands are all about relaxation and getting away from it all. Think of it as a digital detox, except instead of staring at a wall, you're staring at a beautiful ocean. Now, if you can tear yourself away from your beach towel for a few hours, the Perhentian Islands are also a diver's paradise. We're talking coral reefs bursting with life, colorful fish swimming all around you, and maybe even a shark or two if you're lucky. Don't worry, they're mostly harmless, I think. But even if you're not a certified scuba diver, no worries. You can still enjoy the underwater world with some snorkeling. Just grab a mask, a snorkel, and some flippers, and get ready to explore the underwater kingdom. Who knows, you might even make friends with a talking fish. Or maybe not. Look, I'm not a marine biologist, okay? Alright, so you've stuffed your face with Penang's finest street food, you've soaked up the sun on Langkawi's beaches, you're feeling pretty good, right? Well, time to burn off some of those calories with a little hike. We're talking about Mount Kinabalu. This bad boy is the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. The views? Breathtaking, literally. But then, you reach the summit. You stand there, triumphant, feeling like you could conquer the world. Climbing Mount Kinabalu is an experience like no other. You can tell everyone you climbed the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. The views from the top are incredible. You'll see lush rainforests, cascading waterfalls, and some pretty amazing wildlife. Alright, so you've conquered Mount Kinabalu. What's next on our Malaysian adventure, you ask? We're heading deep into Taman Negara, one of the oldest rainforests in the world, teeming with life, from exotic birds to mischievous monkeys, and maybe even a tiger or two. Taman Negara is an experience you won't forget. Imagine trekking through the jungle, the air thick with the sounds of nature, sunlight dappling through the canopy. Taman Negara is a nature lover's paradise. You can hike, go whitewater rafting, or even spend the night in a treehouse. And if you're lucky, you might see the world's largest flower, the Rafflesia. This thing is the size of a small child and smells like rotting flesh. Taman Negara isn't for the faint of heart, but it's incredibly rewarding. You'll see some of the most amazing wildlife on Earth. Alright, enough with the great outdoors. Let's trade in our hiking boots for some comfy sandals and dive headfirst into some history. Next stop on our Malaysian adventure, Malacca City. This place is like a history book come to life. It's been ruled by everyone from the Portuguese to the Dutch to the British, and each culture has left its mark on this charming city. You can stroll down streets with names like Herenstraat and Jonker Street, which sounds more like a rejected line of IKEA furniture than actual places. But trust me, they're real. You can check out ancient temples, colonial churches, and even a replica of a 16th century Portuguese ship. It's like a history buff's dream come true. And the best part? You don't even have to study for this history lesson. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jimmy, I'm not a museum person. I'd rather stick my head in a beehive than spend my vacation looking at dusty artifacts. Well, fear not, my history-averse friends, because Malacca City has something for everyone. For starters, the food scene here is off the charts. We're talking spicy noodle dishes, savory chicken rice balls, and my personal favorite, the sendol, a shaved ice dessert that's sweeter than a compliment from your mother-in-law. And if shopping is more your speed, Malacca's got you covered. From bustling night markets to quirky antique shops, you're sure to find the perfect souvenir to commemorate your trip. Just be prepared to haggle like your life depends on it. So there you have it, folks. Malacca City, a fascinating blend of history, culture, and delicious food. It's like a trip back in time, but with better plumbing and less scurvy. What more could you ask for? All right, folks, buckle up because we're about to enter the Borneo Rainforest. We're talking 130 million years old. You're looking for orangutans, pygmy elephants, and rhinoceroses. Borneo is home to the Rafflesia arnoldi, the world's largest flower. It smells like a dead rat. Maybe just admire it from a distance. So, if you're looking for an adventure, the Borneo Rainforest is calling your name. Just remember to pack some bug spray and maybe a gas mask for those rafflesia encounters. Okay, all you landlubbers, it's time to trade in your hiking boots for some flippers because we're heading to Candon Island. This little slice of paradise is basically the Beyoncé of dive sites. Everyone wants a piece of it, and for good reason. We're talking crystal clear water, vibrant coral reefs, and more fish than a season of Shark Tank. You might even bump into a sea turtle or two, just casually munching on some seaweed like they pay rent. But the real stars of the show are the sharks. And I'm not talking about your average run-of-the-mill reef sharks. We're talking hammerheads, whale sharks, even the occasional leopard shark rocking its best spots. So grab your snorkel, your scuba gear, or just your bravest pair of swimming trunks, because Candon Island is ready to show you the underwater world like you've never seen it before. Section 2. Underwater Wonderland. Now I know what you're thinking. Jimmy, I'm not sure I'm ready to swim with the sharks. And to that, I say, neither am I. But that's what makes it exciting. Plus, these sharks are basically harmless. Well, mostly harmless. Okay, maybe just admire them from a safe distance. We don't want any shark-related incidents on our hands. Besides, there's plenty more to see in Candon's underwater wonderland. You've got barracudas flashing their pearly whites, parrotfish looking like they just escaped a rave, and clownfish hiding in anemones like they owe them money. So, whether you're a seasoned scuba pro or just a casual snorkeler, Candon Island has something for everyone. Just remember to pack your GoPro and maybe an extra pair of underwear for those shark sighting moments. Alright, listen up adventurers. We're heading over to Gung National Park, home to some of the most impressive caves you'll ever lay eyes on. Forget your basement man cave. These caves are on a whole other level. We're talking massive caverns, stalactites hanging like disco balls, and enough bats to make Ozzy Osbourne jealous. First up, we've got the Sarawak Chamber, the biggest cave chamber in the world by surface area. You could fit like 40 football fields in this thing. And if you think that's wild, wait till you hear about Deer Cave. It's so big, millions of bats call it home. Like, imagine a bat rave, but instead of glow sticks, it's just millions of bats. And the best part? You get to explore these caves like a real-life Indiana Jones. Okay, maybe without the whips and the boulders chasing after you, but still, pretty darn cool. Just try not to wake the bats, alright? They're not morning people. Now, you might be thinking, Jimmy, caves are cool and all, but what else you got? And let me tell you, Gung National Park is more than just a hole in the ground. It's got rainforests, mountains, and more creepy crawlies than you can shake a stick at. We're talking about those adorable little guys, orangutans. You might catch a glimpse of them swinging through the trees. And if you're lucky, maybe you'll spot a pygmy elephant or two. Don't worry, they're much friendlier than the regular-sized ones. So ditch the map, put on your hiking boots, and get lost in the beauty of Gung National Park. Just watch out for those giant centipedes. They're not afraid of tourists. Okay, after all that exploring, you've earned yourself some good old-fashioned fun. And what better place to do it than at Sunway Lagoon theme park? This place has something for everyone, whether you're an adrenaline junkie or just looking for a relaxing day by the pool. We're talking about heart-stopping roller coasters, massive water slides, and even a man-made surf beach. Yeah, you heard that right, you can catch a wave without even leaving the city. And for those of you who prefer a more laid-back experience, there's always the lazy river and the wave pool. But wait, there's more. Sunway Lagoon also has a Nickelodeon Lost Lagoon, which is basically a dream come true for kids. They've got SpongeBob, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and all sorts of other characters running around. And if you're feeling brave, you can even head over to the Scream Park for a good scare. Just don't blame me if you have nightmares about clowns for weeks. Hey, at least you'll have a good story to tell, right? So slap on some sunscreen, grab a funnel cake, and get ready for a day of pure fun at Sunway Lagoon Theme Park. So there you have it, folks. The top 15 best places to visit in Malaysia. From towering skyscrapers to ancient rainforests, this country has it all. We've got bustling cities, serene beaches, and enough adventure to satisfy even the most daring traveler. Pack your bags, book your tickets, and get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Just remember to pack your sense of adventure, an appetite for delicious food, and maybe a few extra pairs of underwear for those close encounters with orangutans. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel tips and guides. Safe travels!